Hello everybody. Welcome to the campus. I am just getting started. I may be having some technical difficulties of one sort or another. Something's not working quite right, but I think things are up and running now. But I think I may have some difficulties eventually. Hold on. So we'll see how things work out. Anyway, I've seen a hawk very briefly in the distance, and I was hearing it call also, but now I am ready to go, I guess, and see if we can catch up with it. Let me just get things going. I have a feeling our hawks are getting, really expanding their ranges, so we'll see. I mean, I'm near Rice Hall right now. But the one I saw and heard was actually way over there somewhere. I saw it in flight briefly. This is across the athletic fields, and so who knows? I don't know if anyone's on one of the lights across the way, which is very, very possible. The lighting towers. But let's walk across Tower Road and see if we can get a better look. It's a beautiful evening. It is warm, but not as hot as it was, for instance, over the weekend. But warm enough. I believe it's in the upper 80s right now. Do I see somebody on one of the towers? Possibly. Maybe not. It looks a little small to be one of our hawks. It may be a starling or something. I'm not sure. Let's take a look. See? Okay. But I'm hearing a robin call. So maybe there's somebody. Oh, I see somebody in there. Shoot. Too many trees in the way. Oh, that's an osprey. We'll look at it anyway. But I can hear a youngster in the air. Oh. Okay, let me attend to one or two things. Ooh, that's not good. Oh yeah, it's okay. And I want to look around to see if there's anybody else present. By the way, I posted video from last Saturday, including what I recorded. Oh, I see another hawk. Including what I recorded. I have to make an adjustment to my tripod. Including what I recorded after the technical issues shut us down for the night. Or at least shut down the broadcast for the night. So if you have any interest, take a look on YouTube. And quite honestly, the more exciting parts came after I shut down. No surprise, really. That often happens, that things get actually more exciting later in the day. And, I'll remind you, last Saturday we had seen 2 juveniles and Big Red before we shut down. But eventually I had everyone coming into view, including Arthur and then the third of the H's. So I had everybody, and it was nice to see everybody. I have a feeling I'm getting some heat shimmer, some air distortion. Now, this hawk, this juvenile, looks like it's got its wings spread a little bit, as it either is cooling or possibly intends to have a takeoff, but I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if it's cooling a little bit. Let's look back up at this one here. It sounds like the one that is over here may be calling, or at least it sounds like the calling is coming from there. Yes, looks like it. Now, I haven't seen anybody else, so I don't know if anybody else is here. I have not seen any adults. But I've just, started up just a few minutes ago, really. Just hold on, I want to look at something while you're looking at that. Okay, that's nothing. I'm just looking around with binoculars now, so. I just want to look at something. Okay, that's nothing. Okay, so I'm going to continue looking around. That is the central heating plant. And do I know for a fact that that is Big Red? No, I don't, to be honest with you, but it kind of looks like her. I'm going to check in on the chat room, see if you guys are tuned in and up and running. Okay, looks like you're up and running, so I'm going to continue looking around. So again, this is the central heating plant, and let's look back at that lighting tower where we still have somebody. And then up to Riley Robb Hall, where we have another somebody. And we'll wait here a few more minutes and see if anyone else comes along, or if I happen to spot anybody. Anyway, as I was saying, you know, a lot of the activity that I saw, and really the best activity I saw on Saturday, came after I shut everything down, which was nice. Well, not nice that you missed it, but it was nice to see it. We had seen, you may recall, Big Red really on these same the same structures here on Riley Robb. I guess they're cellular in nature. And anyway, so she was there, and I was looking away from my camera for a moment, and then all of a sudden Arthur flew in. And then he flew up to one of the towers, and then a juvenile flew after him, and then another juvenile flew up there also, and it's just nice to see everybody before I left for the evening. Just looking around again with binoculars. Two reasons. There's not only is there a chance that someone has, you know, flown in, but there's just as good a chance that I'm missing somebody, and I am missing somebody. So we've seen all three youngsters. And Big Red. Now we're at a long distance, and you know, looking at a low spot, obviously, as opposed to up in the air, makes things that much more difficult in terms of the heat shimmer. But we're still getting a semi-decent look. What a cutie. What a cutie. So we still have everybody else where we've seen them. So you're not missing anything in that regard. looked away from my camera for a minute, and now I've lost sight of our hawk. No, I haven't. It's hard to see from here. So to remind everybody where everybody is, we still have this one here. We have this other juvenile here. We have have a juvenile there, and we have, I believe, that's Big Red there, or at least someone who looks a lot like her. Now where that hawk was on the central heating plant is, you know, bordering on other territory, so, you know, it's possible that it's somebody else. And it seems like the one that's on the lighting tower is the one who's calling. Not the one that's on Riley Rob, certainly not who seems to be Big Red on top of, or on, not on top. Uh-oh. Okay, I cannot see our juvenile at this moment. Let me look with binoculars, see if there's any sign. No, from here I cannot see our juvenile. So while you're looking at that one, I see mourning dove. Anyway, while you're looking at that one, I'm going to look around. And maybe I'll head over there to see if I can get a better look, well, at everybody. Up till now, it's been a luxury, really. For the most part, haven't had to do too much walking all around just to keep up with the hawks. But now, like I said, they're expanding their range, and rather than all being, in the area around Rice Hall and in front of Furno, now, I mean, although it's been really, for weeks, they've been, on the other side of the athletic fields on occasion, so it's not like this is the first. let's, I think we'll take a walk. Let's take a quick look at everybody one more time before we do so. Everyone that we can see anyway. And I think we're going to take a walk. So much for being able to stand in the shade. Things are different this year. Well, you know what? They're different every year. They really are. Every year the pattern is different. Where they spend time. What they do, you know, all that. Some have wondered, have we seen them on the ground like that? We've seen them on the ground since 2012, going after bark and bugs and things like that. Watch your step there. Oh, someone's on the move, I think. I hear somebody. Oh, I see. Okay. Don't know who this is, relative to whom we were seeing before.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Thank you. Didn't even see you. Okay, so this one apparently just flew up there, and I was hoping to see Big Red before I went to see the youngsters, but this one came right in, and so now we're here. Oh, shoot! I missed the takeoff. I wasn't ready for it. May still be flying around. Oh, there. On the, I don't know what you call it, synchrotron building, or one of the buildings. Now, I was hoping to see Big Red from here, but I imagine she's still where she was on the central heating plant, if that was in fact her. But I can't see her or whoever because of the trees, so maybe I'll walk a little bit, see if we can get a better look. Oh yeah, okay. So, wait, a few more steps. A few more steps. Yeah, this is better. So now I get a better look at this one here. Alright. and we'll take a look at whoever it was on the central heating plant. I don't know. Is that Big Red? Or is that the look-alike? Might be a look-alike. It's hard to tell. I'm going to lighten it up. Maybe that'll help. Okay, we're going to go take a look and see if we can get a better look at the one that's on the synchrotron, or whatever the thing is called. Let's go for a second. I don't want to take too many more steps. Right here, I think, is fine. We still have a couple bars in the way. So we have one here. One here. And one still here. So we have the 3 H's in view. Possibly one of the adults, but I don't know. So the one that's on the synchrotron is the one who's calling. Okay, I believe the one that we're looking at just started calling, but I'm not sure. I looked away. Hearing some robins calling. I'm not sure why. Maybe if someone else came into view. I don't know. So this one's on top of one of the lighting towers, the athletic towers. So we have this one calling, and we have the one on the synchrotron calling. And down below seems to be someone, you know, I hear the robins. Oh, there goes our hawk. Just took off from synchrotron. I don't know where it went. No idea. I just saw it with a naked eye. We'll wait here a moment. Maybe we'll cross the way and see if we can find out. Not a bad idea. Let's do it. It's been a long time since I walked here. I see a hawk. 1 second. Looks like it. Or, I wonder if prey was left for it?
Yeah, I think he was listening. So we're pretty sure a parent was around. So somebody left him something.
Maybe. Looks brownish.
Oh, thank God you got it.
And there's an adult over on the central heating plant.
Yeah, that's Mama.
Are you sure? It looks kind of like a look-alike.
A look-alike? You don't. Oh, it's Dick, but only Mama.
No, there's some that look like her.
Yeah, I know, but not in Humphreys.
Oh, sure. That's bordering on the territory.
Yeah, but Humphreys is usually neighbors. It would be unusual. They usually stop sort of right straight across from where we're at now. Everybody's gonna fit tonight.
Oh, good.
No matter what they tell you.
Well, I've seen them calling while they're eating. It's like they're putting in orders or something.
Yeah.
Well, we may have a takeoff possibly coming from this light here. Now, I can't see the one that's on Riley Rob from here, just so you know. Maybe I can. Can I? Yes, I can just see the one from Riley Rob here. And then we have the one up here who's still calling. And then we have, I don't know if I can see the one, oh, I can just make out this one, I think. Yeah, okay. There's a wall that I was afraid I wouldn't be able to clear. Hi, Carl. So let's see if we can get a better look. 1 second. Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, yeah, great.
I've darkened it a little bit. It's too much. I don't know. maybe not the best thing to see at dinner time for us.
Uh-oh, I think it's a rabbit.
Could be.
Legs?
I didn't see the legs. I was looking away, but yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
And it is brownish.
Yeah.
A little too brown for squirrel. I think it's a fresh drop because I heard all of a sudden robins were calling a few minutes ago, and it sounded like from the general area, so I wouldn't be surprised if Arthur's still around, because if that is Big Red on the central heating plant, she's been there a while. There's suddenly a lot less of it than there was a minute ago.
Mom? It's in the air.
Oh yeah. Over with my mom. Oops, everyone is still. We're hearing the one on the lighting tower call. Everyone else is still where they were. Everyone is where they were. We'll see if we have a big red takeoff or what the story is. Have a good night. If I have to feed them, I get an extra 20. And the one who's on Riley Rob is beyond my view because of the synchrotron building. So we can look at this one very quickly, and this is the one that I believe is calling. Get a good look. You know, that rabbit or whatever is a substantial meal. So it takes time to eat, and who knows if there's enough room for it. Back to the Riley Rob Tower heating plant. I'll tell you, you know, this building, the Wilson Synchrotron Laboratory, from the outside and from what the Nest camera can see, it really doesn't look like much. It looks like just a structure, not like a building one would really like go into. I mean, it almost looks like it just houses mechanicals and that's it. But I mean, there's a nice glass door here, and it maybe not the fancy. Surprising. I didn't expect. Now, unfortunately, Arthur is there more in shadow than she is. I can lighten it up, I guess, and we can get a slightly better look at him. Could be worse. And, oh! The one who was on the lighting tower is not there any longer. But I hear some. I can hear the jet. I'm able to see from here. I might just go looking for that other youngster. See where it went. The one who's eating, still eating. I found our other hawk. Let me just on another one of the lighting towers. Not the same style of lighting tower, more like the Nest Tower, but on this side, not the Nest side of the athletic fields. I'm hesitant to move because I'm afraid that we might have a takeoff here, but who knows. All right, let's take a, well, before we do, let's quickly take a look at our eater. Again, that was a substantial meal, and it, you know, takes time to eat such a thing. And now, I should be able to give you from here a look at the one who moved, who was on those other on the other lighting tower. You can see it's right there. And I'll lighten it up, although there's only so much I can do. It's backlit. And I'll try to zoom in a little bit. And while we've stepped away, maybe I'll take another step or two. And hold on one second. Okay. And try to give you a look at the one who's on Riley Robb, if it's still on Riley Robb. It might not be. Hold on. Well, if it doesn't seem to be where it was anyway. So where are you, baby? I don't know. That one I don't know. Okay, well, let's go back to the others here. Let's do right. In terms of what I can see, looking not up at the central heating plant, but down below, I don't see anybody else. I really don't know where the one who was on Riley Robb is now. Some renewed. Well, maybe not. Well, I don't know. Still have the one on that other lighting tower. I'm not showing it to you now. Still no sign. I'm looking around. Still no sign of the other one. Now all of a sudden I hear bird activity down here, but it could be just because someone has suddenly spotted the hawk who's eating, or there could be something else going on. I don't know. I hear somebody. I hear somebody. Here comes somebody. Okay, I missed that. I'm sorry. Sorry, I was zoomed in for. So this somebody just came in. This could be Riley Robb. I'm not sure. Hi, cute. You are looking very cute. Look at how beautiful I am today. The eater is eating. Let me just double check. The one who was on lighting tower is still there. So I know where all three young are, and I know where the two adults are, so I feel good. It's nice to know where everybody is. This is actually, oh, okay, I missed that, sorry. This is the one who's eating, and the one who's not eating is here. This is difficult for me because of just the way I have to angle the scope. I can't deal with things comfortably, I should say. May have caught that with the other camera. Is it running? Yes, it's running. A little bright. That sun is bright. It's okay, but it's... kind of want to look back up with binoculars. Yes, we still have both adults on the central heating plant. As I've mentioned a couple times, that's a substantial meal that the one who is eating. So, you know, is there enough to help feed this one too? Possibly. I don't know if the other is going to be able to finish that whole, if it was a rabbit. Let's try to see if there's any left. Not much. Well, I take that back. There might be more than I realize. And, yes, they're still up there, both of them. And I'm going to take a sneak a peek at that other lighting tower. And the young one is still up there as well. So, where are we? We are we're on the synchrotron, and the Wilson Synchrotron Laboratory, and it seems that the hawks are also on the synchrotron laboratory. And by the way, I can don't mind staying here a while because I am standing in the shade. Uh-oh. I'm thirsty though. Water in the car, but it doesn't do me much good here. So 2 hawks there, 1 hawk in the lighting tower behind me, I guess above the soccer field, and then 2 hawks over here, the adults. So you know where everybody is. I can't show you from here the one that's above in the lighting, on the lighting tower. I just I'd have to move everything to see it. I have to, if I take a step or 2 back, I can see it myself. Mind if it came over. Hey, okay, we just lost sight of the one. It flew away. Sorry about that. And I'm going to step away from the camera so I can keep an eye out for it. Now, wait. I suspect I should step back a bit, and maybe I'm wrong. I might be able to see if I move back a few steps. Let's do that and see if maybe it's within view here. All of a sudden there's robin vocalization activity here, but I don't see it. And well, for a moment we can look at this one who is no longer there. So maybe that's what's happening to cause the robin activity. I don't know what I should do right now. Hold on. Can't see. The sun is right in my eyes. Hold on. I think I know roughly where it is, but I just can't see from here. We're going to move this way. I'm going to leave everything in place. Sorry. Sorry, Robin. I gotta cross the road. Get the sun out of my eyes. But all of a sudden I'm hearing robin calls, and I don't know why. I have to wonder if someone's nearby. Let me get you in a sensible place so you can kind of see where we're going. It's around, I don't see it, and all of a sudden, maybe because of me, the robins have quieted down. I don't see anybody here, so we're going to go back to where we were. Where am I in battery? Getting low. Alright, let's head back to where we were. Still don't see anybody. Could be that it's down below where I can't see it from here. It's certainly a possibility. And I still believe both adults are on the heating plant. Let's, well, we still have the one who's eating, and we still have the adults on the central heating plant, so I don't see anybody else at the moment. So the robins may know where our hawk is, or one or two of them actually, but I don't know. Oh, I see somebody in the air. Hold on. Flying around. I don't see it flying around now. Hold on. I don't know if I showed it to you at all, the one who was in flight just now. And I don't see it. Not yet. Oh, well, no. At the moment, no. We may walk over there. Let's just take another look at our adults. And another look at our eater. I don't know for certain, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's not that it's having difficulty eating there, you know, meaning that the food is somehow difficult to eat, but I have a feeling it's pretty full. Like it or not, I mean, that seemed like a substantial meal. And I'm still looking around. While you're looking at that, oh! Okay, that one just landed there. Sorry I didn't get that very well, but... So we have one on that lighting tower there. You can see there's Bradfield behind it. And we'll take a look here while we can, because that lighting actually is not too bad. Cute. Oops. I hate when I look around and then I bump into the camera with my hat. Now this is just where that H is, and we still have the one who's been there eating, And it looks like Big Red and Arthur are both still on the central heating plant. Just hanging out, just like they were. I'm going to have to change the battery pretty soon. So. We may be finishing our meal. Come on, Ferris, come on. Oh, there's still a fair amount left. Doesn't look like much, but consider the size of this hawk. You know, they're large birds, but they're still relatively small. That's a fair amount of food left, I would say. I'm looking around behind us just to see if I can see anybody, and I don't. Besides the one that was on the lighting tower. I think we're, pretty fortunate to be able to see these hawks in this way, and that's why I try to share what I see as much as possible. So I post to YouTube, and I usually tweet out what if I have a video worth tweeting about. Now the one that I just processed and posted from Saturday, I tweeted it out myself, but I didn't tweet to the Cornell camera. They never share it anyway, so why bother? Wait a minute, I'm hearing calling. I still have... Who's calling? Oh! Hi! I know where the third one is. Hi, baby. I'm glad you called. Hungry. So the one that was on the lighting tower is still on the lighting tower, and now we have this one. So I, once again, do know where everybody is. I don't know how long that hawk has been there. I think, yeah, where I was, I'm not sure I could have quite seen it, but it called, so I knew to look. Uh-oh. Oh, took off, and now I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm missing this. Where'd they go? I have a feeling. Yep. This one caught the remainder. Now I believe I may, if I'm lucky, I caught that with the rest of with the other camera. I'm sorry. I'm very apologetic. It's because of the way my camera is set up right now. I can't do much about it. That happened suddenly, so... But I have a feeling this one is pretty well fed now, so whatever remains here is not the biggest of meals, but is still reasonably substantial. Maybe I should, let me check my battery. I have a feeling I really am overdue to change it. Yeah, I am overdue to change it. I'm going to do that right now. Be back shortly. One moment. Hold on. I guess let's go. Oops. Just making adjustments here, I'm sorry. Oh, the other one is gone. Don't know where it is. Hold on a second. So we still have the one that's on the lighting tower. We still have the one that we're watching who's eating. And I don't know where the third is at this moment. Big Red and Arthur are still where they were. I'm not sure who was calling just moments ago. And if it was the one who was eating, come on. Enough is enough. Someone's in flight. The one that was on the lighting tower is now back on this lighting tower. Well, I don't know if it's the same one. Sorry, I missed that. It would have been nice to see it. I'm not sure. I'm hearing calling. I'm not sure if that's... I'm not sure where the calling is coming from. Is it the one who's up here on the tower? I don't know. Oh yeah, maybe. Okay. We'll lighten it up a bit so you can get a better look. The one who's eating is, let me look at binoculars. Still has a little bit left, maybe finishing everything up. Let's see. Just about. There was one last fairly substantial piece, and I think just as I was commenting on the fact that it was finishing, I think it took it and swallowed it. So we still have the one that's on that lighting tower, and we have this one. Obviously we're watching for a few more moments anyway. Big Red and Arthur are still where they were. I don't know where the third H is. I have a feeling this one's going to take off and it's going to be very difficult for me to stay with it. A few pieces left, and I wouldn't be surprised if it takes those because every bit counts. Right now it's being fed by its parents, but you know, in the future when it's hunting for itself, it's going to be important to get every morsel. Hello. Yes, there's a young one right there.
Is that the older one?
No, that's a young one. There are two adults on the smokestack there.
Oh, okay.
And then there's up there on that lighting tower, there's a young one.
There it goes.
Oh, well, I missed it.
When I came by this morning before 6 o'clock, before my shift ended, there was a car at the far end of this parking lot across the road. One of them was perched right on top.
Right in the car?
I had to take a double take. I thought it was somebody put something on there. It's like, they're cool. How come they hang around just this area here?
Well, actually, it's in this general area. The nest is over across on one of the lighting towers across the field, and now they're just, you know, they're exploring it, and this is the adults. This is their territory.
Okay, so that's why they hang here.
Well, the young haven't gone very far from that territory. They're still being fed by their parents.
Right.
So, you know, they stay here.
That's cool.
Really is. Really is. You want a better look?
Sure.
Take a quick look before it takes off.
Oh, that's neat. Do they get much bigger than that? Or?
That is full size.
That's full size.
Mm-hmm. They leave the nest full size, really.
I've watched, I've seen one time around here where there must have been a mouse or whatever they eat, came screaming out of the air, and it's like, hey, whatever it was dead. Because
well, they're amazing hunters. The young aren't hunters yet. I mean, they'll work on it. They'll occasionally go for something, but they're not skilled like their parents are.
Right. Are there many eagles around here?
I don't know. I mean, rarely do you see them like above the campus. You know, closer to the lake certainly, but not much here above the campus. But you know, sometimes you know where the pheasant farm is. Yeah. I've seen eagles there in the winter time.
I've seen them over around Cortland a couple years ago.
Have you?
Yep.
Plenty of eagles around if you look. I mean, really, you know, near the lake is
right.
Primarily the best place to go. There may be another one nearby, but I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Thank you. Take care. We missed the takeoff of the one that was on the lighting tower, and I cannot see it. I'm stepping back from the camera. I can't see it from here. No, I don't see it. Oh! Oh, oops. Sorry, I moved the camera. Didn't try to. Where's my hawk? Now, I'm hearing blue jay activity. Don't know why. Could be because maybe there is somebody nearby. Oh, hold on one second. That's better. Not much better. Wait a minute. Something's messed up with my tripod here. Okay. That's better. But I wonder if something's going on. I don't... Oh, wait a minute. I happen to see some movement. Blue jay movement, actually, but I wonder if there's a hawk near there somewhere. Not that I can see, anyway. Maybe I should, let me, I'm going to get you back on that hawk here, wherever it is, and I am going to look with my binoculars over there and see if I can see anything. Well, if there's anyone over there, I can't see it. Not at the moment. Big Red and Arthur are right where... Oh! He moved. Cute. I hear somebody. This is the same somebody that was on the edge there. It must have seen this bug, and now it's kind of chasing after it. Poor bug. Still a lot of blue jay activity. There must be somebody there. I just can't see it. So we're going to stay with this one for the moment. Somebody's making noise. Oh no, that's a phoebe I'm hearing. I thought I was hearing the, you know, the vocalizations that the hawks make when in flight, the young ones. But I still don't see whatever is causing the commotion. I cannot see it. I'm looking away. Sorry. Something is causing all that commotion. I don't know who or what. I don't see it from here. I don't know what's going on. I can't see, you know, if there is a hawk there, the branches or whatever are in my way. It could be the buildings in my way. I don't know. I can't see there. But you're hearing at least 2 blue jays there. Looking around, I don't see anybody behind me, at least not from where I'm standing, and I see Big Red and Arthur are still where they were. Still no sign of whatever is causing the commotion. What did I just... with the blue jays. Okay, this one is the one who's calling. Someone's coming. Here comes somebody. Completely missing it. Come on, where are you? Still missing it. I'm sorry. Gotta find it in the air. There we go. And now I can't see it because the building got in the way. Cannot see it at all from here. Oh, here comes it. Back in view. It flew up there again. Trying to get it in my view, but I'm having a hard time. Don't see it now, but I'm catching glimpses of it through the trees. The one who caught the bug is still where it was. Still hearing a calling hawk. Big Red and Arthur are still there. Oh, the one who just was eating the bug and was there just took off. I'm all alone here. The other camera battery is going to have to be changed in a few minutes. We're going to stay right here for the moment. See if maybe someone comes back up into view. I hear somebody. And you could say, why don't you just walk down there? Well, it's kind of a haul to walk down there with a bunch of gear. Okay, maybe we'll wait another minute or two, and if we don't see somebody, we're gonna start walking. I believe I hear someone calling. The blue jays are making a fair amount of noise, so it's hard to hear. Walk a few steps over this way. Maybe our angle will improve a bit. Or at least I'm not seeing them. You can hear, occasionally we can hear a hawk calling, a young hawk. Uh-oh, is there stirring there? So, still hearing a youngster calling. Don't know who it could be. We're looking at two adults right now. Arthur at the lower perch and Big Red on the upper perch. I keep sneaking a peek to see if I can see the young one who's calling, but I'm not seeing anybody. And I'm wondering if we're going to have a takeoff soon. I don't know. Maybe not. Someone's in flight. Just flew up to Up to here somewhere. Can't see because of the tree branches. Let's go back to Big Red and Arthur. It was just a quick flight up to where, you know, we've got branches blocking our view. I'm not sure exactly where it is. I'm going to take a look with binoculars while you're looking at the adults. Just saw one of the blue jays, but I didn't see our hawk. Still no sign that I can see of the H in the tree. The other camera battery is critical. I'm going to stop the other camera and I'm going to switch batteries. I'm afraid I might miss the takeoff if there is going to be a takeoff. But I want to tend to it. 1 second. That's too much. Okay. Oops. The other camera says thank you. And in a minute, maybe I'll take a look with this camera and see if we can see our hawk in the tree. Where, oh, I see you. I think I do. Thought I did. There you are. Hi, baby. So this is a tree right across the way, you know, beyond the synchrotron building. And I believe it's this hawk that is causing the commotion. I don't know if there's another hawk there or not. I may be wrong, but this may be the one who ate the bulk of the rabbit. I'm not sure. let's go back up to Big Red and Arthur. For a moment or two, it looked like he was about to take off, but not so much anymore. Oops. Didn't want to do that. Look again at that tree. Still see the one hawk there. Uh-oh. Hold on, I have an issue to deal with. Ooh, we're gonna have a takeoff? My phone is alerting me. I hate to... Well, let's... If he takes off and dives, you know, pretty much straight towards the ground, I'm going to lose sight of him because we have trees in our way right away. Something. Alright, back to both of them for a moment. Let's look and see if I can find that hawk in the trees again. Where are you? Where are you? Might have to reorient in a moment. 1 second. Yeah, let me look with binoculars. 1 second. I still see it. Still there somewhere. There. So just hanging out. And let me step away from the camera and look around here because I black-head hawks tend to sneak up on us today. I don't see anybody at the moment, and I'm looking around behind me. I don't happen to see anybody on the lighting towers that I can see. Let's go back up to our hawks here on the heating plant. Not this, you know, no one's doing anything really exciting at the moment. There's no doubt. Oh, I see a mallard. Hi, mallard. I missed it. Just flew by. It was looked like a male. Wait a second. I think that mallard is now flying over Rice Hall towards BB Lake. Assuming it's the same one, but somebody just flew that way over Rice Hall. Did I just hear somebody calling? I'm not sure if I heard someone calling. Faintly, anyway. And the one who's across the way in that tree does not seem to be calling. Seems quiet. Well fed. Let's maybe, well, we might miss any kind of a takeoff, but maybe we'll take a walk, you know, and look around, see if we can find anybody else. At least take a few steps and look and see what we can see from this area. That's not a bad idea. How can that battery be so low so fast? I just want to see if anyone's, you know, for instance, on Riley Robb or anywhere else. Now, I'm not hearing here any robins calling or anybody, so maybe it's pretty quiet out here. I don't know. Hold on, I want to check something. Yeah, that's nothing. And I'm hearing a robin call nearby, but that could be because of me, actually. I'm going to stop calling. I don't hear anybody. I don't see anybody, that's for sure. Still see Big Red and Arthur where they were. But nobody else. course, the blue jays continue to call, and most likely because of that one who was in the trees that we have seen. Did I just hear someone calling by any chance? Probably not, but we're going to take a chance and look. Hold on, I want to see something. I have a feeling I'm seeing nothing, but... And I was right. And you wonder if, you know, has anyone gone back to the area around Rice Hall, or I don't know. I think I'm hearing a robin call, and one part of it, or a robin song, one part of it almost sounds like a hawk call. At least to my ears. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Oh, somebody's in flight now. That I know. Okay, I don't know who this is, but I just saw a hawk. And that hawk, I still see it in a tree nearby. Is it the same hawk that we were looking at a minute ago in the tree across the way? I don't know. Could be. Should probably move. My field of view is very limited. So it just flew up to this tree, and it was being chased by a bird as it did that. I have a feeling it's the one that was being harassed, kind of, by the blue jays in the trees. We're going to see if we can move and maybe get a better view, better angle. It may take off, though. We'll see. Oops, hold on one second. Okay. Kind of wonder if I should have stayed and continued looking at Big Red and Arthur, just in case there's a takeoff there and potentially a nice flight to see. Wait, from here I don't see the hawk. Where is the hawk? Oh, I see it. It's hard to see from in here, or from here. I'll give you a look. See what I mean. Oh, do we have two hawks there or one? Probably just one. Hold on. just moved to that spot there. I thought it was up higher, but maybe it climbed down in a hurry. A couple, one or two branches. So that's really not a great view, to be honest. And you're hearing, it sounds like catbirds. And I'm going to look around a little bit with binoculars. See a mourning dove. And maybe we'll go back to check on the adults. Especially if this one is going to be where it's difficult for us to see. I can imagine this being a roosting spot for the night. You know, I don't know, but I can imagine. So maybe we'll go back and check and see if they're there. Let's do that. Hey. Oh. Well, still not in a good spot for us. Am I hearing the blue jays vocalize again? Anyway, let's walk over there and see if we can see what's going on. Let me darken it back up. Interesting night. Not the most exciting, not one with a lot of real close-ups or anything. But an interesting night to be sure. From here we can see that spot on the heating plant. So let's see if they're still both there. Like I think they might be. I'm not sure if Arthur is still there. It's hard where he's been. It's been hard to tell that he's there the whole time. He is still there. Okay, we're going to move. And 1 second. We're going to go over there just because I want to see if we can spot in that same tree a young one, or if the one we were just looking at is the young one we were looking at across the way. Which is my suspicion. Now we have a robin here on one of the lighting poles. Street light. Oh! I hear somebody. Sounded like they're maybe on the synchrotron building. Yep, we have someone. Oh! Oh, I just saw somebody else. I'll show you what happened. First of all, we have this one here. Here, Ferris, here. And a moment ago, somebody just tried to fly to the top of here, didn't quite get there, and changed its mind or something. And let's check this tree again, if we can, and see if we still have our youngster up there. I don't know. I can't tell from here. I don't know. I mean, it could be that it flew over and that's one of the ones that we're seeing now. I don't know. I wonder if I should walk over, since this one's looking away. I'm going to look with binoculars again at that tree. From here, I cannot tell if it's in there. It might be, it might not be. And I'm not going to walk back over there. Not just yet anyway. And we're going to walk over closer to that light pole and see if maybe that hawk had flown to a tree or some other spot nearby. The one that tried to get to the light, that light pole, the street light pole, and just didn't quite land for whatever reason. See if we don't have any luck in seeing it. You know what? While we're here, let's look across and see if I won't even put the camera to the scope. I just want to look, or maybe just look with binoculars to see if our, the one is still there in that tree. If it is, I don't see it. So, as I suspected, I don't believe it's there any longer. I think it's the one that we saw in that pine tree. Although the blue jays are still vocalizing. So who knows? Maybe there is another one there. I don't know. As for the heating plant, both adults are still dead. Okay. So I can't see the one that didn't land nicely. And I'm going to walk a little ways. Maybe once we clear the building, maybe we'll have a sighting, and maybe not. I don't know. So what had happened is it flew up to this street light pole up on the left side of it, almost to the top, and then swooped back down because it seemed like it maybe didn't have its orientation. So where is it now? I have no idea. Various bird vocalizations, though, so including the blue jays, who haven't stopped, except for one brief respite. Okay, I'm going to set this tripod down anyway, and look with binoculars. One moment. Now it is getting dark, so it's hard for me to see anything anyway. Okay, I'm going to let go of the camera even. Okay, I don't see anybody at this time. So we're going to go back to the synchrotron building, which, it's deceptive. I see it from one angle and I see it from another. It's a pretty big building. Anyway, let's go back over there and maybe, assuming they're still there when we get there, maybe we'll see a takeoff of one or two adults. Oh, I see it. I see a hawk in the air right now. A youngster flying towards those trees. And I see where it landed in those trees across the way. And we'll see if we can find it again once I get in position. It may have been the one who was on this building. I don't know. That's my guess. We'll take a sneak a peek and see. 1 second. I have a feeling we won't be able to see it in the tree branches anyway because of the way where it flew. It seemed to fly up into a hidden spot. Okay, I don't see the one who was up here, so. So, where I last believe I saw a hawk flying was up in here somewhere. Somewhere up in here. But I don't see it now. Oh! Just saw it, briefly. Oh, there. See? While you're looking there, I'm going to look back at the heating plant, and they're still both there. So we'll have a quick look at this one as best we can. Obviously we can't have a good view with, well, you can see the head. And I'll lighten it up. It's, you know, it's getting dark, so there's only so much I can do. Let's look up at the heating plant because I think I might enjoy that look more. I'm lightening up quite a bit, actually. Maybe that's a little too much, but... Oh, might get a better view. Just moved here. Back to the heating plant. Yeah, who knows? Are they gonna? Are Big Ren and Arthur going to go to Bradfield tonight? I have no idea. I am still lightening it up. I mean, there's some amount of favorable lighting on the central heating plant, but I'm lightening it up quite a bit. lose sight of him, I think, very quickly. I don't see him yet. He hasn't come up within view. It's not my view. So I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Shoot. So we know where he is. Cute. And it's dark. It's hard to see him from here. Well, let's brighten it a little. And let's look back at Big Red, assuming she's still there, and she is. Wouldn't mind a takeoff, to be honest. She does kind of look like she's considering. Now, as for, I'm going to sneak a peek at those trees, and with binoculars I cannot see anybody in that tree, so I'm going to pay attention again to Big Red here. Again, this isn't necessarily, at least this part, the most exciting, but you know, it's nice to see them, and it'd be nice if they would all congregate near, you know, near the nest, somewhere around there, so we could see them all and tuck them in good night. But that may not happen tonight. They're expanding their ranges by the looks of things, and didn't that street sweeper just come through the other night? I mean, come on. There's one behind me, that is. No planets within view, by the way. Not yet, anyway. I did look Sunday night at Mars. I have to admit, not that interesting. I will say this about Mars. I mean, it was clearly not white. It was more orangish in color. And it was certainly not just a speck. It was more like a, you know, looked like a disc. So it was good to see it. It was Sunday night, I believe. Come on, baby. I'll lose sight of her, just like I've lost sight of Arthur. I see her. There she is. You can see Arthur, and there she is right next to him. That's beautiful. Okay, we're going to take one more attempt at seeing the one who may be in the trees across the way, and then we're going to... Oh, I see somebody else. Who's up here? Hi. Cute. Obviously backlit, and it's dark anyway, so we're not going to do very much better. Maybe we'll do some walking. Let me just look with binoculars. I cannot see in the tree. Oh, took off. I took, you know, when I'm looking away, I expect you to stay where I saw you. Okay, let's head back. We're going to head back towards Bradfield and see what we can see and see who might be nearby. And then I think we're going to call it a night because we are running out of light. I do hear behind me, I do hear in that area, you know, at least one robin, but I can't see in that tree very well, and not only is it dark, but I mean, if there is a hawk in that tree, and there might not be, it's maybe covered by, you know, out of our view and in branches. So let's take a walk. Gotta head that way anyway, eventually. Hope you're enjoying this evening. I'm enjoying it. You know, it's July 3rd, and I think back, I believe it was 2015, had one of my best evenings here on the campus. You know, we had the was it the H's? No, not the H's. Was it the F's that year? I think it was the F's. And we still had all three, and you know, we had them together in the area around Furno Hall, Chicken Coops and Furno, and we had the three of them there on the ground together, which was really special. And then eventually they were all up on that railing that surrounds that little garden, rooftop garden, or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, I thought it might be a good, you know, good night to come up here tonight. And it's been different, certainly, but it's been a good night. Now the one who was on that lighting tower just moments ago, I have no idea where it is. I looked away, and then I looked back and it was gone. And for all I know, I passed it already. Oh, finally, something in the air is, or a heavenly body. I'm guessing it's Jupiter. We'll take a look. I might as well turn off the other camera. It's too dark. Hold on. Okay. And what is it? Is it Jupiter? 1 second. It is Jupiter. Unless you have a real desperate need to see it. We've seen it already a couple times, although it looks like you can see at least 3 moons. I'm going to continue walking unless... I'm not checking the chat room, but if you're desperate to see it, we can look. But I wouldn't mind seeing Saturn or Mars, but we've seen Jupiter quite a bit lately. I hope I didn't just feel a mosquito on my face. Maybe not. It seems like it's been a long time since I've been in this area. We really weren't here at all. I mean, we started here and we looked across, you know, across the track, the running track, for a while. Now it's, on this side of Bradfield, it's awfully dark, as you already saw. But it was nice to see, even though it's from a distance, it's nice to see first Arthur go to that perch, and then very nice to see Big Red join him there. Now we can, if you'd like, we can look at them, but why don't we look at this one juvenile hawk who seems to be hiding up there before we do. 1 second. Hi. Did you have a good night? Maybe not the best look ever, but it is dark out, so we're lucky to have it. From here anyway, I don't see anybody else. Now it could be that someone else is in one of these towers. I don't know, but they're awfully dark. So it's, you know, like I said, it's hard for me to see with the naked eye and to look around. Let me just check with binoculars a little bit. See if that helps me out. I do hear robins from across the way. I see Jupiter again, but there's another something near it that I can see with binoculars, but not with the naked eye. Hello. Let me show you what I mean before we go on to Big Red and Arthur, assuming they're still there. Hold on. Oops. Wait. Gotta do something. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I want to show you. Well, Jupiter, just so you know, is right over here. Here's Jupiter. I'll zoom in a little bit. I'm not going to zoom in for color purposes, but you can see, oh, maybe we can see 4 moons. You see 1 on the left and then 3 on the right, I believe. 1 and then 2 close together, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? Okay. Yeah, that looks like 2 on the right, the far right there. So, but then, I hope I can find that again. Are those the 2? No. I might not be able to find them again. They were close together, and it almost, I don't know what it could have been. I don't think it was a planet and moon. 1 second. It says the... I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's go look at Big Red and Arthur, if we can, assuming they're still there. And then I'm going to pack up and head home. Unless we happen to find another hawk somehow. I need to see. I can't, with the naked eye, I can't see them. And this is going to be difficult, I think. Oh, there they are. Okay, that's not too bad. That's as light as I can make it, though. It's good to see them. Really, if you think about it, we've seen them together most of the evening. They were there, and they were also in the central heating plant, and one took off, and the other took off. And I still see the one H on top of the adjacent nest, you know, the adjacent tower, the tower next to the nest tower. And I don't see anybody else. So maybe tonight we didn't have too many fireworks, but a nice way to spend the 3rd of July. Quite honestly, it's better than any fireworks with, you know, explosive powder and flashing colors. Anyway, I wish you all a very, very good night and a very happy Independence Day. Hope you'll take time to appreciate the day and think back, reflect on what it means, and we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.